everyone. It's another day. We thank God and we welcome all of you to this training. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and you're highly appreciated. Thank you. Sorry if I keep moving my eyes. I'm using two devices today, but I wanted to capture it on TikTok and Facebook also. But today is an interesting conversation that we want to have, and is about marriage. So, yes, we'll be talking to everyone, but mostly it will be to the singles, those who are single. Thank you, Kalon, for joining. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you, Tamara, for coming. Thank you, everyone, for joining. You're highly welcome. Thank you, Matt, for joining us. Shifi or Shiti, thank you for joining and for coming into this live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. As you can see on the title, today we will be talking about the seriousness of marriage and why it should be given serious consideration before going in. Why it should be given serious consideration before going in. So I talked about on my last post about abuse and saying that we should not tolerate abuse. And when I say tolerate, I mean tolerate abuse. That does not mean that there are not certain behaviors or certain lifestyle or stuff that we are meant to tolerate in marriage. But when we talk of abuse, abuse is an abuse, whether it's verbal, whether it's physical, sexual, financial, and emotional, psychological, whichever one it is. And even if it's a neglect or abandonment, all of them should not be tolerated. I know that sometimes we say that the the time that you have to really escape is when there is a physical abuse going on or your life is at stake. But considering what abuse does in the lives of people, Tilda, thank you for joining. Considering, Sandra, you're welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. Considering what abuse does to the human soul, it should not be tolerated at all. Sometimes we just keep carrying on thinking that things will get better. But, a lot of experiences has shown that people are who they are unless touched by the Holy Spirit. No man has the ability to change any man except God. God is the only one that have the ability to change a man. And so people will continue to be what they are. Sometimes they will suppress it. Sometimes they will, put an ambushment. Sometimes they will just hang on for one reason or the other that they are benefiting. But God is the only one to change a man. And with that in mind, it's important that we do all our checks before we get married. So I made a post some time ago saying that, today a lot of marriages are so good. A lot of them, and I mean a lot. I know that most people think that all marriages are just nothing. They are just fake. There is no good man. There is no good woman. All marriages are not working. Those that you see, maybe it's just social media, what they put up, that inside their homes, they are not okay. But I can assure you, as someone who sits before people or who a lot of people, families come to, that there are families that are working really okay. It, there will be, some challenges here and there, but they are working. They are enjoying peace and joy and getting fulfillment in their marriages. But there are also a whole lot. Almost, thank you for coming in. Thank you so much, Oli, for joining us on this stream. Thank you, everyone that has joined. Thank you for the likes. If you please help me get the likes all, please. Thank you very much. We are still on zero. Please help me get the likes up and share the live if you can. Thank you very much. Thank you, Matt. And thank you, Tilda. Whoever I didn't see, please pardon me. I'll keep checking the screen from time to time. But I have another device that I'm also looking at. So please pardon me. But please help me get the lights up. So I know that there are also a lot of families where it is not working. And so I made a post saying that if you are single, count yourself very lucky because you have not fallen, prey of those wrong choices and decisions. And that post is true. It is so true that if you are single, just consider yourself very, very privileged because you will have a chance to now make the right choice with the information available today, with what you are hearing, with counsel, with coaching, with conferences, with counseling and everything, with lots of books out there. Just consider that you are lucky if you are not yet married. And so, what should you be doing? You should be now taking your time. Kosh Baba, thank you for joining. You should now be thinking of everything that is happening, that you're hearing, experiences of others, and telling yourself that this isn't a child's play. Oh. This marriage thing is actually a serious business. And it's supposed to be something you enter into with a lot of consideration put in, knowing that it is not something you just go in and come out. And there are some commitments, there are responsibilities, and you will keep making choices and decisions daily for a lifetime. And you want to make sure that your values are accommodated and that they are upheld, and that the person you are going into is also going where you are going, that they are not just going on their own, they don't know where you're going, and all of you ended up in one vehicle. These are the things that we have been saying. So it is a lot of challenges that people are going through that made me to come today for younger people and matured singles out there who are looking to get married, but they are considering the things they think are the important considerations to make, but are not. And so such considerations are like, who is going to take care of me? Please, on TikTok, help me get the likes up. Help me please get the likes up on TikTok. um I mistakenly touched the screen. Oh, it's okay. So if you're on TikTok, please help me get the likes up. Nikki Show, thank you for joining. Fully Active, thank you for coming in. Thank you, Plated, for joining me. Prima Coffee, thank you for coming. Everyone, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate your company this afternoon. Thank you so much. If you can help me get the lights up. So it is important that you know that those things, such as just someone to help me. Well, I am alone. I'm so lonely. Someone to keep me company and all that. Oh, only I can't have sex outside marriage. Only if I can just get married so that I can, start having that. Or maybe I'm getting older and my chances of having children are slowly becoming slimmer so that if I can get married, so I can have children. Or maybe you have family that are depending on you, even though it's not your responsibility, and you're thinking, only if I can get married so that at least I can take care of my younger ones, my siblings, my parents, and everyone that is looking up to me. Something like I finish school, they will be waiting for me to get married. to get a job. There are no jobs. So only if I can get someone now to, get married to, so I can start, having something to help my family with. Or maybe you have been enduring, friends. Hope for Jesus, thank you for coming. Jezero, thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. Kiki, thank you for coming in. I can't invite you. You haven't got a profile picture. If you can please put your picture, I'll get it up. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in. Tochi, thank you for joining. Thank you so much, Hope for Jesus. Thank you, everyone that has been liking and trying to get it off. Thank you for sharing also. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Thank you all on TikTok. Thank you. God bless you. So, all of these reasons that I'm giving, believe it or not, are the reasons that people get into marriage. And we say they are wrong reasons. But there are also right reasons, which we are not going to go into today. But I'm just trying to address those who are planning to get married or would be getting married soon. That when you get to that point where you really desire to get married, that you make sure you discard these reasons that we just listed. Yes, they are necessary, but they are not the most important. They are not really expedient. And you have to know it in that order. That everything else, if they take you, all those things, if they take you into marriage, you might end up having a challenge and it may not last as much as you want it to. So, if today you are, maybe you don't have anyone to take care of you and you are just hoping that somebody will come and fill that gap, become your father or your mother, or become someone, a guardian to you, and something like that, you need to pause and reflect on the purpose of marriage. What really is marriage supposed to do for you? What is the reason that you should get into marriage? Why did God make it what's the reason or the purpose for marriage when God instituted marriage? Those are the questions you should start asking. If you don't, then it might be a challenge in the future. Ujunwa, thank you for joining. Thank you, Simon. Thank you so much for being here. Everyone, thank you. Get the likes up, please. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Noble Links, for joining us. You're highly welcomed. Thank you so much. So, make sure that you start thinking. If you are in school now, and in some countries where you have to pay for everything and you're really struggling and wondering who is going to help me, only if a husband can come, only if a wife can come. Maybe, oh, how I wish I would meet a rich man's daughter to marry, because that's kind of the thing, one of the pitholes that some men fall into. So all of those things I will categorize into, let's face it, when the scripture says that is the lust of the eyes, lust of the flesh, and the pride of life, all sins come under these three categories. Start asking yourself, which one is my reason for wanting to get married falling into? Because it's going to help you to consider whether it's the right reason or not. We know what the purpose of a thing is, that when we misuse things as they are prescribed, it's called an abuse. And that means that that thing won't give us the full benefit we're supposed to get from it if we had used it properly. Dee, thank you very much for joining us. God bless you as you join and as you keep getting the likes up. Please, we are still very low at 408. Please help me get the likes up. So, and if you want to come up on TikTok, please send a request and I'll get you up in a minute. So, It's high time that especially young ladies start considering from the beginning getting their purpose in life right, making sure that they know who they are and start working in that knowledge and in that mindset. And then make sure that you find the reason why you are here. Think of it like this: God has sent me on earth. What's my mission? Why did he do that? Or did he do that for nothing? Could he have done that by by accident? Did I just happen to be here? And if the answer is no, then start finding out, why am I here? The first place to go is to God, but there are other people that can guide you to get the answers right. Once you get that, start aligning the things you do, your actions, let them start aligning to that purpose. So, from secondary school or high school, as the case may be in some countries, start thinking in that line. Start making sure that you know you are a whole person, that you are first complete as a human being, whether man or woman, and then start thinking in that line. It will help you to make your choices right, starting from what you want to study, what trade you want to go into, what skills you want to learn, and how you want to take care of yourself is important. That you don't wait for someone, sit and wait for who will come and take care of you. Start thinking that, how do I take care of my needs financially also? And that will help you in your choices. And when you have done that, thank you everyone that has joined me. Erio, thank you. Erio Macy, thank you for joining. And please keep getting the likes up on TikTok. So, if you had finished doing that, you will find that by the time it is time to think of who to marry, you're ready. You're ready. And all of these wrong reasons, or not so important reasons, let me put it like that you will find that they will not be your major points of decision in getting married, that there will be something higher, such as like the impact you are supposed to make and who you really are, your values, and where you are heading to. So, you may be wondering why I am ranting like this afternoon. A lot of times, because people come to us, sometimes we hear certain things that, yes, we are supposed to be strong, but sometimes it really touches us emotionally when we hear some stories. So if you have seen a young lady that got into marriage because of some of these reasons, and down the line, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, sometimes it may take longer, and the whole thing is actually a mirage rather than a reality, you will maybe feel like I feel right now. And it's important that everywhere we are, we keep helping those who are not yet in, who had not made the wrong decision, to make sure that they didn't. I know that we can't help everybody and we can't stop some people, but at least there will be a few that will be will, that will make the right decision, if you understand what I mean. A few will get that help and support so that they can get it right the first time. And that's why we are here. Thank you everyone for coming in. On Amend, thank you. On Amend Hero, thank you. I see you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. Everyone, thank you for staying with me. I really appreciate your staying. Thank you, everyone that is on the Blue app. Thank you so much. God bless you, bless you, bless you. And I hope to get some invite, some request for people to come up. And Chidima, thank you for coming. Phone, thank you for joining in. Thank you so much. I appreciate your joining. And Andrea, thank you for coming in. I'm sorry if I didn't get your name. properly pronounced. I'm really sorry. So let's start creating awareness to the young ladies, especially from the time that they are teenagers. And this is not for girls or ladies only, because there are also some young men who grow up because of hardship and a lot of situations. Even poverty can lead to that, child abuse, some traumas can lead someone into thinking that these reasons that I listed earlier could be one of which they can get into, or they should get into marriage. And we are saying that although they are important, but they are not the most important reasons why, and especially that they are not the purpose for marriage. Marriage has a purpose. When God made it, God has a manual. Thank you, Armstrong, for joining us. Thank you, everyone. Please leave your comments. I'll try to read them and help me get the likes up. We're just at 1K. Thank you. Thank you. We can do better. I know that. Thank you, everyone. Everyone on, thank you, Mr. D, for coming, for joining. Everyone on the Black app, please keep tapping to get the likes up and send your request to come into the box and help me share. So, this is what I want us to start, considering and meditating in our hearts as we go about our daily activities, especially if your marriage is working, if you got it right the first time. Now is the time to share your experiences to those single ladies and men, those matured singles around you, no matter their age, as long as you see that they are interested in getting married, this is the time to start using your experience to tell them how beautiful love and marriage is. And as they desire to get into it, how they can get the result that you are getting, so that they will get some, get joy out of it, get freedom, and get fulfillment, because it is supposed to help you get better, become a better person. It's supposed to help you achieve the reason that God brought you here. It's not supposed to do the opposite. And it is time that everyone that know the way that their own is working, that has enjoyed marriage, will stop hiding and come out to help these ones, so that they will also get the benefits that you got out of marriage. If you think and hear of what is happening today, you will consider it very needful to come and help the others not to make a terrible mistake. So, a young lady just got married because um, she had lost both parents. She lost one of them while in uni. Although she was, entering into adulthood, but still a teenager. But of course, she needed some support, and she thought that, well, if I marry this person, I'm going to get support. My life will get better, and everything will just be happily ever after. Little did she know that the person she was getting married to, that he is a narcissist. How would you know? You know how they present themselves to be, what did they call it? Shining armor. Yeah, something like that. They would be so nice, do a lot of things, and they will use words to confuse you, because every time that you want to get a hint of who they are, they will come firsthand with something that will diffuse it. They will make sure that they separate you from the places. Kudirat, thank you for joining. Isabel, thank you so much for joining. Thank you, everyone that is on the Black app. Thank you, Princess Mandy Smith. Thank you for joining. I see you and I welcome you. Christabel, you're highly welcomed. Thank you, everyone. T. Shayamo, thank you. Papa Soldier, thank you. Gaza, thank you so much, everyone, for gathering for this conversation. I will soon open the box please, I'll open the box, send a request on the black app, please. And if you are on the blue app or the red app, please leave your comments. I'm not able to get you up, but I'll read your comments. I'll try to check them. Thank you so much. If not now, maybe later. I surely would do that. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming in. And yeah, parenting strategist. Yes, Kudera, thank you so much. I really appreciate that you are here. So, this it has become so obvious now, considering the abuse, the level of abuse that this lady, and as young as she is, she's not really, she's really very young to have gone through all of that in a short space of time. Some people will come out, you know, get some therapy, get some healing, and continue healing with a lot of support, and they will get back to life and be on their feet. But do you know there are a lot of people that never recover? There are a lot of people that don't get a level of support they should get, don't get help. A lot of people even hide that no one sees them and they keep deteriorating. And that's very scary, to think that a human soul can be so crushed to the point that they don't know who they are, they don't recognize themselves. And some are high flyers before, some are very, very industrious people, some are clever, very skillful, some are professionals. A lot of executives that you see dress up in suits are going through a lot in their marriages and in the relationships they find themselves in, especially intimate relationships. So we all have a duty. User 479, thank you. Abdul, thank you for coming in. Thank you so much, Abdul Latif. So we all have a duty, whether your own worked or you are enjoying or not, we all have a duty. If you had fallen into a pit, there is no way it will sit well in your spirit to allow someone else to get into it too. There is no way. There are some things that people endure or go through in marriage that they wouldn't wish their worst enemy to get into. That's the motivation to go out and make sure that everyone knows what you know and share the experiences you have and other people's experiences. Believe it or not, some people, no matter how long you talk to them, they don't hear you until you share other people's experiences with them. More so when you share your own experience with them, whether good or bad, it goes a long way, and a lot of times it has the same effect. So don't say mine is a very terrible experience, I don't want them to hear it. Yes, some people, it puts fear in them, but it depends on how it's presented. But what if you have a good experience? What are you waiting for? Just put it out there, share it. If you're on social media, tell your story. It will help one or two people to start getting this choice and decision of marriage really right. And if yours didn't go well, Ongo, thank you so much for joining. Still share your experience. It's going to be a warning to someone to pay serious attention to a very serious decision and choice that they are about to make regarding the institution of marriage. So, thank you, everyone on the blue app. I think I am going to go off now on the blue and red app, and then I'll stay on the black app. Thank you, everyone on the black app. Thank you for staying. Keep taking the time off, and let me go off on these ones. I hope that we have gotten one thing or the other today that will ginger us, help us, motivate us, and encourage us to help others, not to make a big error, not to hurry into marriage, to give it a serious consideration and make sure their ears and their eyes are wide open and that they also get help. Sometimes some places can be blind spots. You need someone to help you. Don't get professionals also to help you. This is a lifetime decision. It's very important than other things that you might consider important. And I believe that by the help of God, by serious commitment to our relationship with God, that we are going to get directions and get guidance in getting it right for those who are on the process, and for those who are already, who have made, the decision already and are not finding it so easy. Help is also available. Just tell God what you want. And if you think that you are not able to carry on living, to be in it, get some help to find a solution. And what I mean is, get someone that will guide you in the right step to take, because a lot of times separation, divorce are not the best options. They should be the last resort, not encourage, not encouraging. We don't encourage it, but there is a time that it becomes an option. So you need proper guidance to make those decisions. But when it comes to life, only the living is involved in these things. Only the living marries. When it comes to life and marriage, choose life. So, thank you, everyone, and I will see you next time. God bless you. And join us on Thursday night, UK time, 8 p.m., for another session on uh, relationship and financial matters. Thank you. And bye on the red and blue app. See you. Bye. So, hello, guys. Now you have